All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Brooklyn Bulls.
We got this.
Ready, 18, Gator.
Check, 55.
Fight.
I got you.
Go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ready.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Whip.
Bam. Beat him.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard.
55, my God, 55. They can't hit it.
Now a handoff working right.
Got you, boy.
He's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Do it.
And that's a run that will energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. On second down, it's Cohen. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 21st touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago, so how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football.
At their own 25-yard line.
This is Melvin Gordon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
3 down. Hey, okay. 3 down. Show them that.
To throw is Jackson. Hunter Henry brings it in. And getting this just shy of midfield, is spotted at the 49. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Matt Gordon, one first down. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to look deep down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterback. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. I'm the coach. I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Check. Check safety.
And an alley to run. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And connecting here with DJ Sharp. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys, and they work out of the slot. You often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 12-yard line.
On the ready.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
87's getting the ball. 87's getting the ball.
Set. 70. Indy.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Eat.
Here's 2nd and 8. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
18 Gator.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do give 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things up. That's the only way you can get it done.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
You don't want no problems with me.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Chargers first down.
3 to 6. Bullet. Now, he's crossing. He's checking crowd. Ball shot.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Chargers 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll take over. First down and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On second down now, it's Cohen. Cohen opening, and there he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tariq Cohen, touchdown number 22 on the season. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Complete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Got three. Three down.
On third down, Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. Room here to run. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and through. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
38-yard line.
He's coming, double up.
This is Cohen. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
I got you. I got you. Kill.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, high 7.
They'll set up a throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd down, they run with Gordon. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here we go. Since we outlaw. I'm coming for you, son.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jackson throwing again. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. That's this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on on the scramble there, gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move over. Hey, check that.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the gun, Jackson. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Chargers have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about
it, a double coverage and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
At the 40-yard line.
Mike, 45. You better be afraid of me.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Left side, and it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get. And you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
Sam Ficken on for the field goal. A 43.
Ficken's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you told me that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How close do you script coming out of this?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
12 yards as they get to reset the sticks. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Hey, switch gears. Check 20.
Hey, stand up.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, Charlie, get it.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to cut his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13 and the decision to go for it. Looks like a smart one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ballgame.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Set up. 10 Lobo.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Go. Go.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Check.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. There go.
Back to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Fickens' kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to come from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Gordon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
To throw is Jackson on 3rd down. But they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected?
And now, Devices down the right side. And touchdown. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Now for the point after. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A toss play. Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
Break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Hey, lock it.
Hey, turn it up.
Now Cohen. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
60 or.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out. Dude.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. That should get a heck of a resume.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. 2nd down, it's Henderson. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Let's go, folks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll go back to Henderson on 1st down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Don't get nervous now.
Again, it's Cohen. He goes into the end zone for a touchdown. Tariq Cohen with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And his guys have once again taken the lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record. A single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
A close call here. Did the ball cross the plane? I don't know. From the naked eye, this was tough to tell.
Always difficult when there's such a tangle of bodies around. You're just trying to find the ball and make sure just a portion of it crossed the plane of the goal line.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
He's checking. Go. He's checking. Crash.
This is Cohen on the toss. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Tariq Cohen with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Now the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive time.
I agree. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yard your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now on 2nd and 16, Jackson. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at 39-yard line.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Trying to get on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away, but you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
55, 55.
They'll try and throw for it to Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
So we got man.
They try again with Cohen. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready, set. Hey, wahoo!
They'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful, because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Throwing now is Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. It's complete. Henry. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. But, Charles, a 1-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that 1-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for the home team here, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things now.